god, I hope I don't fall in. Imagine. It's a long way down. Welcome, bad biddies, to the Bad Biddy podcast. I think about it a lot of the times how people are raised in like Oklahoma or Ohio or Scotland. Like nothing is like Miami, and I just feel like there's so much tea that I can give you guys, and I'm so excited to share it. I literally just drove until like I found a really nice spot. I'm literally behind like the Mount Sinai Hospital. I don't even know. The police boat is gassing it. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of yachts coming by here. Honestly, one might pick me up. That's literally how Miami goes. It is a beautiful day. I'm literally so excited to be here, and I also have a trip tomorrow. I'm gonna go see Tana and Brooke at their canceled show in Jacksonville with the girls, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. If there is some wind, I'm sorry I didn't bring my wind guard for my microphone today, so please forgive me. It's kind of the price you pay for a view like this. Damn. And this isn't even the good part of the view. The best view is on the other side of this bridge, but I drove here. Let's get into it. I am your host, Stephtrucco, and I am from Miami, Florida. I think there are certain traits about me that you can tell. I'm leaving here, so fuck all of y'all. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say anything, but I am gonna tell y'all some promoters that are weird. I am gonna tell you some clubs that are weird. I'm gonna tell you some story time. Oh my god. I also love when people wave. Like, people on the water just love to wave. It's like a respect thing. Like, you kind of have to say hi. I'm also parked illegally on the side of the road, so if the cops come in the middle of this and tell me to move, we're gonna have to take this party elsewhere. If you don't know the city of Miami, where are you? Like, you're clearly not on Earth, but Miami is one of the biggest cities in the world. It is so well known for its amazing sunny weather, big booty bitches, scammers, Florida man crimes, just like crackhead shit, but also the nicest boats and yachts. All the millionaires live here. Messi lives here. Shakira lives here. Everyone knows Miami. Miami is the place to be right now. Everyone is moving to Miami. Personally, please stop. Please stop coming here. We are over capacity. I cannot stress it enough. Like the traffic is terrible. The rent is so high. Like everything, bro, it's like the best place ever, but I also hate it here. Like, I can't lie. Being born and raised here, I've seen it change over time, and now it's like, whoa, it's in its crazy era, okay? Like, I don't know if I just grew up and I started seeing more shit and it's always been like this, but I think the people coming from other places since 2020 has changed the entire dynamic of the city. Like, every time I go out, keep saying to myself, wow, this reminds me of New York. This reminds me of New York. Oh my god, the security guard is coming over here. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, he's not gonna answer me. I just have to go. It's the police officer. We really got booted from our spot, and I literally just had to scramble, pack up all my shit, and like just leave. And I, did the same thing as before. I just started driving around until I found something pretty. So now we're in a different location. This is a different area of Miami, but there's not as much wind. So honestly, it's maybe for the best. As I was saying, every time I spent a night in Miami, it reminds me more and more of New York. And it's just like really annoying. There's just so many people now, and there's so much traffic. Like before, I used to be able to like calculate like how long it would take me to get somewhere. Like after 5, there's gonna be a lot of traffic. Before 8 a.m., it's gonna be a lot of traffic. Now there's just traffic all the time. There's traffic all the damn time. It's literally crazy. And there's just a lot of people walking the streets at the same time in the city as well. It just reminds me a lot of New York. And I just keep seeing crazier stuff on the streets too. I don't know if you guys have seen these NPC people in Brickell. I see them every fucking week, and it's literally hilarious. But you gotta make your money here somehow. Honestly, that's how people make their money here. People make their money here in such weird ways. Everyone's either an OnlyFans model or a scammer or a crypto guy or a finance guy. Kind of the issue with Miami, you really have to be careful with who you're friends with and who you're connecting with, because you never know what people's true intentions are. I've had some of my own friends try to scam me. I've met some weird ass promoters in Miami, like some really just weird experiences. So if I can help you guys in any way stay clear of that, no matter what city you're in, then I'm gonna tell you how. But we're gonna go into everything in categories, but right now I'm just like ranting. So let's see what my notes say. So obviously I started out with culture. If you live here, you kind of have to be bilingual, I guess. I speak Spanish and English and a little bit of Catalan, but the Spanish here helps tremendously. A lot of people in Miami are Hispanic. So if you're coming here and you're not speaking a lick of Spanish, like, you're actually the weird one. So I wrote here Miami's unique characteristics. I wrote boats, alligators, crazy crackheads, celebrities, clubs, drugs, and scammers. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. So I want to get into being raised in Miami. So when I was little, obviously I was more into the cultural side of Miami, you know, going to Brickell and going to Key Biscayne and the beaches and going to like all the really cool spots and restaurants, local markets and places like Wynwood, really artsy places like that where you go with your family. That part of Miami I absolutely love. It's so great to go on like a Sunday morning and have a brunch and just like enjoy the nice weather and such and just have a nice time. You know, getting a little bit older, I started getting into more of the nightlife of Miami, and that world is completely different, and I love it and hate it at the same time. Mostly love it because there's no other place in the world like this. All the way until I graduated high school, I have never even like dipped my toe into the Miami nightlife. You know, I graduated when I was 17, so obviously I was not of drinking age, not of club age. But did that stop me? No. Obviously, everyone here at some age, obviously under 21. I was 19 years old when I got that identification. I was from Jersey. And I just remember it started in Fort Lauderdale. I'm pretty sure everyone, when they start going out young, they start in Ratchet, Fort Lauderdale. It's a good time, but it's a messy time. The most iconic clubs in Fort Lauderdale are obviously Sway, Capone's, you have America's Backyard, just a lot of clubs in that area, and I'm pretty sure they all know that you're underage, but they don't care. No one really cares here about anything. I was popping bottles and at the tables literally at the ripe age of 19. I know there's some people who go even younger than that, but for me, like, I'm 22 and I still feel like I'm a little baby. So like going back and thinking that I was doing that at that age, I was like, whoa girl, where were your parents? Mom, how did you let me do that shit? Honestly, I don't really think I gave her much of a choice anyways, but I turned out great. Right, mommy? That era of my life was honestly just really fun. It was about meeting new people and just trying new things. I also didn't even have a car at the time, so like getting to the club was a whole nother mission in itself. Like oh my God, this sounds so bad. I would be friends with people for rides to the club just because I was itching to go. Like, I think I was literally addicted to the club at that point. You got to go through it. You got to get through it. There's no way around it. There's only through it. So, you know, that era was very much chaotic, meeting just really sketchy people all the time. Thankfully, I always have the universe and God on my side, so nothing has ever happened to me like super traumatizing. I mean, there's been parts where like, you know, you've been left outside of the club while it's raining, your friends leave you, or you get into a car accident because your driver is drunk, getting in fights with certain promoters on a boat and then you can't get off, just like crazy things like that, but nothing like, you know, I've never been trafficked or no shit like that. But you know what? Let me tell you some tea. There are some clubs in Miami where I am 1000% sure that they are trafficking rings. These clubs are literally so weird. You can tell it's like just for girls to get drunk and, you know, be weird. I don't really want to say it. Just imagine this. It's an entire club, right? There's no dance floor. First of all, there's no dance floor. It's only tables. Table. There's no bars either. Like, most clubs have a dance floor. They have a couple bars that you can go to. There's a couple places you can sit down. But this entire club is a bunch of sections, 4 guys and like 20 to 30 girls in a section. And like, they will squish in there. It is not comfortable. It is not fun. No one is dancing. People are just drinking, and they can't even talk either because the music is so freaking loud. And their standards to get in also are so strict. Like, they tend to be really homophobic, fatphobic, transphobic. They tend to favoritize certain ethnicities as well. Like, I just think the whole thing is fucked up. I stay away from those clubs because once I saw those types of things, I was like, oh no, you guys are not gonna catch me in the back of a truck, so bye. What was I even talking about? I don't even remember like what topic I was on. Oh yeah, so those were like my teenage years, kind of like 19 to 20, basically all about going out, going on as many boats as possible, going to all the raves. It was fun. I made a lot of friends. I met a lot of cool people, but a lot of people are really stuck in that loop here specifically. The types of people that you'll meet in these places, these like lower places, like there are some places in Miami that are like, it's so hard to get in. Like, the tables are crazy expensive. Like, you can only go if you're wearing heels and like the nicest of everything, you know what I mean? But then there's also the trashy ass clubs that are like, oh dear God, they'll let anyone and your mama in here, you know? Those types of promoters, oh my God, it's so funny because they swear they have so much money. The car is rented, the apartment is empty, no furniture, there's no food in the fridge, and they swear to God the paddock on their wrist is real. Like, it's so funny. The facade that people will maintain here. They will be hungry, but they need to get the Lambo for the weekend. It's actually the craziest paradox over here. And that's normal. Like, that is mad normal. Men will spend their very last dollar on a bottle for the bitches. It's it's literally crazy. But that's also why I love being a female in Miami, because everything is free. Like literally you get everything for free. The women are what make Miami go round, you know what I mean? They make the men pay for the table, for the bottle, for the boat. You get anything you want and more just because you're a female. Personally, I like it like that. I remember one time I went to Spain. Me and my friend Rachel went to Spain and we were going to the club and they were like, it's a $20 cover. And I was like, what? For girls too? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, whoa, Europe is on this feminist shit. I don't like that part of feminism. I don't fuck with that. We ended up paying the $20, but I was like dumbfounded. I was really dumbfounded. I was like, wow, I'm a woman and you are charging me. That is insane. But honestly, that's the mindset that you kind of grow up with when you're when you live here, because everything is handed to you on a silver fucking platter. And that is also why you need to be very fucking careful in the city as a woman, because everyone wants to take advantage of you. Everyone wants to be your fucking manager. It's disgusting. People will do anything for some clout, for some you know what, and for some money. Like, it's downright the trenches over here. But if you are not in the trenches and you are going to higher upscale places where you know that you're going to find people of business, people that are serious about life and the commitment that they've made to moving here. A lot of people move here with just the intention of, oh, I'm just going to be a rapper and I'm going to live in Miami and whatever. You know, they get sucked into the lifestyle of drugs and girls and money and all this stuff. The people who really make it in the city are the people who steer away from that, you know, unless it's your job. But even if it is your job, you're not guaranteed any success. So yeah, you really have to be going to the right places, because if you are caught in the wrong place in Miami, you can be put into some deep issues. You know what I mean? You never know who you're gonna run into. Miami is also so small. Like, Miami is so small. You would think it's such a big city and there's so many people here. It is so small. Like, the person that you know has like dated your cousin, and then that cousin dated your ex-boyfriend, and now it's like a problem because you, like, it's just weird. Everybody knows everybody. The stage that I'm in now in nightlife and in Miami and stuff like that, you know, I'm 22. I don't need my fake ID anymore. I can just go wherever I want. Now I choose to go where I want. Like, before, I would just go into wherever I was let in, wherever my friends were going. Now it's like, oh no, I'm not going to that club. Oh no, I'm tired today. I don't want to go. Oh, I have to do this. I'm busy. I can't, you know? Because number one, I want to have the utmost energy to go. A lot of these people are like freaking vampires. You know what I mean? They can tell when you're low energy and they just like want to take advantage of you. So one, I like to charge my energy before I go out now. Two, I need to make sure that the location is good and, you know, clean and just like a good place and safe place where I can go and have fun, be cute and take pictures, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that is where we are at now. I really just love going to club space. Like, I love raves. There's also this place called Factory Town in Miami where they have all the coolest raves. Like, we saw John Summit there. We saw I can't even list how many people that we've seen over there, but it's a super cool place. So now I'm in like my rave era and like my Lignyap era. Like, I really love lounges now, and it's so cute. You just dress up super cute. You get a glass of wine, you get a charcuterie board. There's live music. My brother plays there all the time, which is so cool. So I can just go and watch my brother play, and it's really poppin'. Like, you're gonna meet people over there and you're gonna have fun and a good time. Just picking and choosing where you're going and putting yourself in the right scenarios will help you go a long way when living here. Excuse me. Okay. The career opportunities here is literally amazing. You can meet like the CEO or like the campaign manager of Puma, Nike. Like, that's why wherever you go, you make sure you dress to the nines. You make sure you're nice to everybody. You're polite, because honestly, here you'll be at the gym minding your business and someone will tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, do you model? And then they're actually like the creative director of like Victoria's Secret. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anything can happen anywhere. So you always want to make sure that you're you're ready, you know what I mean? Shit happens when preparation meets opportunity, and that's literally the prime definition of what Miami is, in my opinion. Okay, so now more of the general things in Miami that I have written down here. The people who flex like they have the most stuff. They have the car, they have the Rolex, they have the newest iPhone, they have all the Balenciaga shirts in the fucking world. They don't have food in their fridge, I fucking promise you. Anyone who's too flashy with their shit most likely don't got it like that. Most of the time, the people who really do got it like that are real regular schmegular. They don't show it on purpose, because in this damn city, people will latch onto you like leeches. I swear to God. Not everything that glitters is gold, okay? This is like the epitome of a Miami story. So me and a bunch of friends were just coming back from a yacht day. We were on the water all day, and then one of my friends drove. He ended up getting really drunk on the boat, and he still wanted to drive us home. And we were like, hell no, we're not gonna let you drive home because you are drunk. We took his keys, whatever. He started fighting with us literally for our keys. Like, my friend Steph got pushed into the middle of the street. You know, I got yelled at. I really thought I was gonna fist fight this man, but we're friends. It's cool, whatever. He ended up getting the keys from us, and he left us. He left all of us at midnight in Miami. He left by himself. So now we are in front of this McDonald's. We just don't know what to do. We're literally in bikinis in the city. Also, that is a normal thing. It is very normal to see people at 3 a.m. just walking around in bikinis because it's Miami. So now we're just like, damn, what do we do? And honestly, the smart thing to do would have been to just call an Uber. Just call the Uber. Oh my freaking God. Why didn't we just call the Uber? When we were arguing in front of the McDonald's, there was this other group of teenagers that heard us arguing and stuff. After my friend left us, they came up to us and were like, hey, are you guys okay? Do you guys want to ride? This and that. And we were like, yes, that's actually so nice. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're going here. Can you take us there? We jump in their car. We start driving, right? 20 minutes go by. We're already out of Miami. We're already going into like residential area. They took an exit that they were not supposed to. You know what I mean? We were like, where the fuck are we going? Where are we going, guys? Like, this isn't where we asked you guys to take us. They were like, oh, we're going to a party first. What the when did I say I wanted to go with you to a party? Like, what do you mean? You said we'll take you home? I'm in a bikini. What the fuck do you mean a party? Better be a pool party. Anyways, now we're in Chrome Avenue. I don't know if you know what Chrome Avenue is, but it is the pitchest, blackest, weirdest road ever. There's no buildings. There's no people. It's literally just straight Everglades. Driving on this road, and eventually, after a while, I start realizing that our driver is also under the influence. And he was younger than the first guy that was supposed to drive us home. Above the age of 21, with people under the age of 21 who are behind the wheel. Like, we literally put ourselves in an even worse situation than what we were in before. And we were just like, oh fuck, because if we got pulled over, it's our problem now. Once we figured that out, I was flipping shit. Me and Steph were flipping shit in the backseat. Very, very stressful. Like, this man is like I said, we're in Chrome Avenue. It's dark. It's really dark. We're the only people on this road. I don't even know where the fucking party is. Like, how is there a party here? Apparently, it was in the middle of a field. In the middle of nowhere. We're going so fast, and basically, he misses this turn, and he keeps missing this turn. Every time you miss the turn, you have to go all the way here, circle back, and go all the way back, and do it all again. 3 fucking times we did that shit. On the 3rd time, bruh, he still couldn't get the damn turn. He was going so fucking fast. He made the turn, and we swerved, and we fucking go straight into a ditch. We drive straight into the ditch in pitch black. Craziest, like, I'm in a simulation. I was literally on a yacht like an hour ago. Like, why am I in a ditch with all these strangers in a car in the middle of the Everglades? Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, that happened. We went to the party. It ended up being some weird hillbilly ass thing. It was like a fire pit and like people square dancing. I was like, what in the, where are we, bro? I've never seen some shit like that in my life. Then is when we called the Uber. We're so dumb. After that whole experience, we were like, you know what? Let's just call the Uber. And we called the Uber and we go home and it was this whole thing, but whatever. But be smart. Don't be dumb like me and put yourself in dumb situations. Like, you know, I will take accountability in getting in a stranger's car. Shouldn't have done that. But, you know, this was stupid, tipsy me making decisions. Yeah, I know better now. So don't be like me. But that is just one of the examples of just crazy stuff. And that's a normal Friday. I told people that story and they were like, that's crazy. But like, you know, just like that. And I'm like, dude, like that is crazy. Like someone who lives in Oklahoma and they just get drunk in a parking lot every fucking weekend, like they don't do this shit. Like this is normal for us, but to other people, it is really, really not. Another thing about Miami is that once you leave Miami, everything looks so cheap. I literally can't tell you how many times in Europe I'm like, wow, this is so cheap. And then to other Europeans, they're like, whoa, these are crazy prices. Let's say a cup of coffee here is $8. A small cup of coffee will be $8, okay? I only think like that's a lot now because I remember like literally like in 2019 a Starbucks coffee being like $5 and now it's like 8 something, and that's crazy within itself. Inflation is nuts. But let's say $8 for a coffee here, right? I went to Europe and I saw that a cup of coffee was $4 and I was like, wow, that is so cheap. That's half the price. How amazing. And then we started talking to locals and they were like, why are you going to this coffee shop? They're so expensive. This is like €3 for a coffee. Bro, when I started going to other places, I realized that $4 for a cup of coffee in Europe is actually insane. It's normally €1, not even, for a cup of coffee over there. Can you imagine getting a coffee for $1.50 here? Not even in 1970, fuck, okay? Like, that has never been a thing, and I don't know if it will ever be a thing. Ever, ever, ever. But now, at least when I travel outside of the country, everything seems mad cheap to me. Being born and raised here, I have also learned that the answer will always be no unless you ask. I know the song is like New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. It's fucking Miami. Miami is the dreams. What? Miami is the city where dreams are made of, okay? Like I said before, I can literally be sitting right here, and if I find the right boat and I wave it down, they will come pick me up, and I will have my own fucking yacht day. And that is just how Miami works. If you are putting yourself in the right situation, you're wearing the right outfit, you're talking to the right people, you're goated over here, for real. No matter what it is, whether it's getting into a club, getting on a boat, getting a job, if you ask, eventually you'll get told yes. My phone died, so we just keep facing interruptions. All in all, I'm really grateful to be able to grow up in a place like Miami. I know there's no other place in the world quite like it. I know it's a very unique experience being born and raised here. I will forever be a Miami girl at heart. It will not matter where in the world I am. Look at the traffic right now. This is a normal road. This is a normal street. And guess what? They're not even at a red light. The light is green. That is also why I'm waiting in my car, because I don't want to deal with that right now. All in all, there are some experiences that I have been through here that I wouldn't trade for the world. And there are a few that I probably would trade for other things, but regardless, the experience was well needed. You know, it just helped me develop into the person that I am today. And I feel like I'm a lot more street smart and just business smart and people smart just from living here. I think the last thing I should say is stop moving here. I just list a bunch of reasons of why Miami is like the most craziest awesome place ever, but please stay the fuck away from here. The cat's out of the bag that Miami is one of the best places to move to right now, and you know, the cat's really out of the bag because there are people moving in here from all sorts of places and they are just messing everything up. Yeah, you guys are really making rent go up, so please stop. Unless you guys want to pay $2,500 for a studio apartment, please stay wherever you are. I will leave you guys with that. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys learned something. I would love to talk more on this topic in another episode, so if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I love reading the comments. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I have so much new content coming out right now with the move, with my new boyfriend, with just life in general. There's so much happening, so I am way more active over there. Go follow the personal Instagram, go follow the podcast Instagram, and anything else will be in the description down below. I will see you guys in the next one, and I love you. Bye.